The first sign of the end of the world will be a rider on a white horse. One of the most important parts of this message is the first seal of the apocalypse. In Revelation 6, verses 1 and 2, it reads, "I watched as the Lamb opened the first of the 7 seals. Then I heard one of the 4 living creatures say in a voice like thunder, 'Come.' I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest." And here we have President Putin giving an address. Behind him is the Russian flag, and emblazoned on it is the Russian coat of arms, the same symbols attached on his podium. You can obviously see the rider on the white horse in the background behind him. If you were here in February, you'll remember the message the Lord had given me was this, that America was Babylon, and that God has raised up Russia and China to pour out his wrath on America by destroying her with nuclear weapons. If America is Mystery Babylon, and God has raised up Russia to completely destroy her with nuclear weapons, then Russia must be the beast that hates Babylon and burns her with fire, as mentioned in Revelation 17, verses 12 through 18. The 10 horns you saw are 10 kings who have not yet received a kingdom, but who for 1 hour will receive authority as kings along with the beast. They have one purpose, and will give their power and authority to the beast. They will wage war against the Lamb, but the Lamb will triumph over them because he is Lord of lords and King of kings. And with him will be his called, chosen, and faithful followers. Then the angel said to me, "The waters you saw where the prostitute sits," the prostitute is Babylon, "are peoples, multitudes, nations, and languages. The beast and the 10 horns you saw will hate the prostitute. They will bring her to ruin and leave her naked. They will eat her flesh and burn her with fire, for God has put it into their hearts to accomplish his purpose by agreeing to hand over to the beast their royal authority until God's words are fulfilled. The woman you saw is that great city that rules over the kings of the earth." America is that great city that rules over the kings of earth, as I explained in my sermon about Babylon in February. And Russia is the beast that hates her and destroys her in 1 hour. Russia will make an alliance with 10 nations that will work together to destroy America. This beast that destroys Babylon is the same beast we see in Daniel chapter 7, verse 7. "In my vision at night I looked, and there before me was a 4th beast, terrifying and frightening and very powerful. It had large iron teeth. It crushed and devoured its victims and trampled underfoot whatever was left. It was different from all the former beasts, for it had 10 horns. This is the beast kingdom that will arise at the end of the world, a kingdom so strong and overpowering that the whole world will be under its control, and the people of the world will be unable to challenge its strength. The 4th beast that will devour the whole earth, trampling it down and crushing it, is the Russian kingdom. When they destroy America, this will be the beginning of the destruction and desolation of the world itself. Imperial banner of the Holy Roman Empire, a yellow flag with a black double-headed eagle on it. And this was the flag that they used towards the end of the Holy Roman Empire. The greater coat of arms of the Russian Empire. And on this coat of arms, there's 9 standards around a central piece. And on these 9 standards, we see 9 crowns. And in the middle, we see a 10th crown, which is the imperial crown of Russia, resting upon a golden dome with the words in Russian that say, "God with us." And below that golden dome, we see an image of 2 angels with their hands resting on a standard that had a 2-headed eagle, which is taken directly from the imperial banner. In the middle of that standard is another standard in the center of the coat of arms, which shows a rider on a white horse. To the right of this image, on the only white coat of arms, on that banner is 2 black leopards hoisting a crown and holding a bow, crisscrossed by 2 arrows with 7 crosses throughout the standard. I looked, and there before me was a white horse. Its rider held a bow, and he was given a crown, and he rode out as a conqueror bent on conquest. And here we have President Putin giving an address. Behind him is the Russian flag, and emblazoned on it is the Russian coat of arms with the double-headed Byzantine eagle from the imperial banner of the Holy Roman Empire. The same symbols attached on his podium. You can obviously see the rider on the white horse in the background behind him. Putin has a strong connection with Israel. During Putin's 3rd official visit to Israel, he was praying at the Western Wall, and when approached by an Israeli bystander about rebuilding the temple, he was quoted as saying, "That's exactly the reason I came here, to pray for the temple to be rebuilt again." Putin seems to be equally supportive of Israel and surrounding Islamic Arab states. If he destroyed America and subdued Europe, Israel would be alone in a world surrounded by enemies. He could provide the power to broker a peace to keep Israel safe. My last word about President Putin becoming something completely sinister and evil. If this is what he does, I'm certain that killing a few 100 million innocent civilians and destroying the world will change a person's heart.